number 4, page number 113. First, let us read what things are asked. And now we'll not waste time in reading and understanding the question directly, we will stop it. So, at the end, if you read what all is asked, or in the beginning rather, it's mentioned. From the following information furnished by Nayan and Company Online, prepare general ledger adjustment accounts in debtors ledger and creditors ledger. Means direct accounts are asked or opposite account? Opposite account. General ledger adjustment accounts are the opposite accounts. In debtors ledger also we have to make general ledger adjustment account, and in creditors ledger also we have to make general ledger adjustment. We are doing it systematically, like question 1 and 2 we practice both direct account as well as opposite. Then in question 3 we practice only direct accounts, and in question 4 we practice only opposite accounts. Then in question 5 I was building mix all the 4 accounts. Okay, so make the formats in debtors ledger book general ledger adjustment account, and also in creditors ledger book general ledger adjustment account. Half of page format. So are these direct accounts or opposite? Opposite. Who are making the formats still? Now we attended in the beginning. Debtors balance as on 1st April 2015. 94,000 debit and 480 credit. You understand everyone? Debtors can have both the balances. In reading of ledger account we studied that normally debtors have debit balance, but if they have credit balance then it indicates advance receipt from the debtors. So here it is having both the balance, because this is debtors means the composite of all 150, 160 customers. So some customers the money will be receivable, and some customers the money will be payable because they have paid us advance, or goods could be given. We have to give the goods against the advance receipt from them. So some debtors have debit balance and some debtors have credit balance. Did you understand this? Any confusions why credit is possible? Now simple thing is opening balance. Debtors debit balance we have to write on debit side, and credit balance we have to write on credit side. But in debtors ledger adjustment account, and this is general opposite account. So here debit balance we will write on credit side, and credit balance we will write on debit side. I repeat it. Normally debtors debit balance we do write on debit side, credit balance credit side. But in which account? Debtors ledger adjustment account. This general ledger adjustment account is the opposite account. So here debit balance we will write on credit side, and credit balance we will write on debit side. Any confusion in this? All are clear with it? So debit balance will come on credit side 1,415, buy balance brought down 94,400. Credit balance will come on debit side 1,415. To balance brought down 480. Any confusion in this? Further. Okay, opposite side we have written because it's opposite account. Same way creditors balance on 1st April 2015 560 debit. Now in creditors again debit balance indicates advance paid to some creditors, and 50 to 600 credit balance. Now normally in creditors account credit balance we would write on credit side and debit balance on debit side, but this is opposite account. So here credit balance will come on debit side and debit balance will come on credit side. Okay. So 560 will come on credit side, 1,415 buy balance brought down 560, and 50 to 600 will come on debit side, to balance brought down 50 to 600. Okay, now we have to do it with normal journal entries, but we have to see from which accounts point of view? Opposite accounts point of view. Okay, like for example, total sales. Total sales will have no effect, and make a line. Total sales is 240,200. 10 is gone down. So cash sales make a line up to 16,200. Total purchase 1,79,000. Cash purchase 1,34,000. Sales returns 5,200, purchase returns 3,600, cash received from debtors in full settlements of 1,18,116,400, and bad debts return of 5,000. Did you all make lines? Now, see total sales 240,200. We don't have to record that. Cash sales 162,000. So what would be credit sales? 240,200 minus 16,200, 2,24,000. Did you understand this? We have to record only credit sales. Now what is the journal entry for credit sales? Debtors account debit, 2 sales. Now we are preparing opposite account. So don't see from debtors point of view, see from opposite point of view. 2 sales means in general ledger adjustment account will write down credit sale. These are opposite accounts. Understood this? 2 sales, so on credit side. Now is this for the whole year? 1 month, 6 months? Yes, at the end you can see 30th April 2015, it's only for 1 month. So 30 April 2015, first we will give one time heading. What is the opposite of sales? Debtors. So by debtors, ledger, adjustment, account. One time heading will come here. In that we will write credit sales. 2,40,200 minus 16,200, 2,24,000. Understood this? And cash sales won't be recorded. So in the notes you will write following balances will not be recorded. Following balances will not be recorded in the above ledger accounts. Okay, below that cash sales 16,200. What is the journal entry? Cash to sales. So remember that cash account debit to sales account. Any doubts on this? Now exactly the same way. Total purchases 1,79,000 minus here total purchases is here. The credit purchases is directly given. Yes. So directly we will record the credit purchases. Difference would be cash purchases. As such, that is not to be recorded. How much is credit purchases? 1,34,000. Okay. What will be the journal entry for credit purchase? Purchase account debit to creditors. Now you will see from which account point of view? Means purchase account point of view. Opposite. Don't see from creditors point of view. So purchase account debit to creditors. Purchase account debit means in this general ledger adjustment account will write in debit side. Okay, this is related to creditors. 3415 to creditors ledger adjustment account. Credit purchases 1,34,000. Is everyone clear with this? Any confusions? Then sales return 5,200. What is the journal entry for sales return? Sales return account debit to debtors. You will see from sales return point of view. Sales return account debit means in general ledger adjustment account or debit side. Okay, able to understand this? Yes, sir. 3415 to debtors ledger adjustment account. Sales return. How much is that? 15,200. 5,200. Is everyone clear with this? Any confusions up till here? Now tell you for purchase return, what is the journal entry? Creditors to purchase return. We'll see from purchase return point of view. To purchase return means general ledger adjustment account on credit side. 3415 by creditors ledger adjustment account purchase returns 3,600. Now all the 4 headings are given. Now we just have to record it. All are clear with this? Next, cash received from debtors in full settlement of 1,18,116 400. Rohan? Correct. Against 1,18,000, we have received how much? 1,16,400 means remaining 1,600 is discount. So what will be the journal entry? Cash comes in, debit what comes in? Cash account debit 1,16,400. Discount is an expense, debit all expenses and losses. Discount account debit 1,600. Debtors are the giver, credit the giver to debtors account. Okay, when we write it? Cash account debit, discount account debit means you write it on debit side. Cash received 116,400. Discount allowed 1,18,000 minus 116,400 1,600. Any doubts on this? Next. So the bad debts written off. Yes, bad debts to debtors. Bad debts account debit means in general ledger adjustment account will write on. And all of you are able to understand in debtors or in creditors. If it is related to debtors, it will come in debtors ledger. If it is related to creditors, it will come in creditors ledger. Like bad debts to debtors is related to debtors. So in bad debts account debit means general ledger adjustment account on debit side. Bad debts What is the amount? 5,000. Understood this? Any confusion? Next, right side. Shivani, cash paid to creditors in full settlement of 80,000, 79,000. Against 80 we have paid 79. So one more thing is discount. Creditors to cash to discount. Okay, creditors 80 to cash 79 to discount 1,000. That will be recorded. Yes, to cash and to discount. Now this is related to creditors. So to cash and to discount means in general ledger adjustment account on credit side. Cash paid 79,000. Discount received 80,000 minus 79,000, that is 1,000. Understood this everyone? A bill accepted by customer 40,200. Correct. Accepted by customers means for customers it is payable, for us it is receivable. So bills receivable account debit to debtors account. Customers means debtors. Bills receivable account debit means in general ledger adjustment account will write on debit side. Bills receivable received 40,200. Aishwarya, bills receivable dishonored, not being endorsed bills. Normal bills receivable dishonored. Yes. Debtors account debit, 2 bills receivable. 2 bills reverse entry. When we receive the bill, bills receivable to debtors, dishonored, debtors to bills receivable. 2 bills receivable, so general ledger on credit side. Bills dishonored. What is the amount? 3,000. Then now bills receivable endorsed in favor of creditors 8,000. To the bills receivable endorsed in favor of creditors 8,000. Where will we record? Yes, creditors to bills receivable. Okay, creditors are the receiver and bills goes out. 2 bills receivable means in general ledger will write on credit side. Bills endorsed 8,000. Now raise your hand. Endorsed bills dishonored 2,000. Debit side. Bills receivable account debit. We have to see from bills point of view. Opposite account. Anyone else? Abhimanyu? Yes. Will affect both the accounts. I made you write it in the notebook the entries. When bills are endorsed, it affects only creditors account. When endorsed bills are dishonored, it will affect both the accounts. Because endorsed bills dishonored means first creditors will give it back to us. So bills receivable to creditors and we will give it back to debtors. So also debtors to bills receivable. It will affect both the accounts. I made you write the entries of that. Then when bills are received, bills receivable to debtors. When they are endorsed, creditors to bills receivable. When they are dishonored, 2 entries will come. Bills receivable to creditors and debtors to bills receivable. Did you understand this? Check it out. You must have written it somewhere. So first, creditors will give us the bills. So bills receivable to creditors. Bills receivable debit means in general ledger adjustment on debit side. Endorsed bill dishonored. Endorsed bill dishonored 2,000. And then we will give it back to debtors. So debtors, 2 bills receivable. 2 bills receivable means in general ledger on credit side. Endorsed bills dishonored 2,000. Any confusion in this? Next, bills accepted for creditors 11,000. Now credit side, we have to see from opposite accounts point of view. What is the journal entry when we accept the bill for creditors? Creditors account debit 2 bills payable. 2 bills payable means in general ledger on credit side. Bills payable accepted 11,000. Now, for any of the transfers, transfer from debtor to creditors ledger 6,000. For any of the transfers, the entry is? Yes, now understand this effects properly. Creditors account debit means in creditors ledger adjustment account you would write on debit side, but in general ledger on credit side. This is opposite account. They affect all the 4 accounts. Creditors account debit means in creditors ledger adjustment you will write it on debit side, but in general ledger you will write on credit side. Transfers 6,000. To debtors means in debtors ledger adjustment account you will write on credit side, but in general ledger you will write on debit side. Transfers 6,000. Any confusions? Now on 3415 means closing balance. Creditors balance of credit balance of debtors ledger was 760. Now listen carefully. Debtors, I've been telling you earlier, if it's a debit balance, opening balance will come on debit side, closing balance will come on credit. Means closing balance always comes on opposite side. Now listen carefully. Credit balance of debtors ledger, closing balance. In debtors ledger it would come on debit side, closing balance it is. Credit balance of debtors, closing balance comes on opposite side. If it's a debit balance, then closing balance we will write on credit side. If it's a credit balance, we would write on debit side. Okay. Credit balance of debtors. In debtors ledger, we would write it on debit side. But when we write in general ledger, credit side, this is opposite account. So here the closing credit balance will come on credit side, 3415 by balance carried down 760. I repeat it, in the debtors and creditors account, the closing balances come on opposite side. So credit balance in debtors ledger would come on debit side, but in general ledger again will come on credit side. Okay, same way, debit balance of creditors ledger 840. Debit balance of creditors ledger, when would it come in creditors ledger adjustment account? Credit side, but in general ledger debit side. 3415 to balance carried down 840. Okay, now here credit will be more because it's an opposite account. Normally debtors account debit is more, but there is an opposite account, so credit will be more. So 90, 3, 10, 3, 14, 18, 21, 23, 3, 24, 160, 139280, 1, 34, 15, 2 balance, carry down. Now credit does normally have credit balance, but there is an opposite account, so debit will be more. 130, 80, 82, 86, 88, 89, 7, 440. 189, 440. Is it 90280?
No.
80280. 3415 by balance carry. So everyone is clear with this question? Now look at question number 5, what is asked. From the following particulars which have been extracted from the books of Yash and Company for the year ended 30/12/14, prepare. Now prepare adjustment accounts in debtors ledger and creditors ledger. Means which one? General ledger. Which account would you make in debtors ledger? General ledger adjustment account. And again, which account would you make in creditors ledger? General ledger adjustment. So again, direct answer, opposite is asked. Opposite is asked. Okay. So make the same formats. So tomorrow we'll complete this chapter. Then file the last one. Opening balance here is on 1/1/14, and this is for whole year. Instead of 30 December, make it 31st December. We assume 31st December is working. Who all have attended the revision lecture of probability on Saturday? So, was it comfortable with the revision lecture on Saturday? Please attend for that, because we have done a lot of brainstorming together. So, I hope it is useful to you now. And if there is still any trouble, then let me know. Then, after he finishes, I'll take up that lecture again later on. If you people have trouble. Don't purposely tell me that there is a trouble. So attend these lectures because I need to finish account syllabus first. So after accounts, if time is left, then only that time I'll be taking probability again. But first you attend these lectures and let me know later on. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Your homeworks will show it. This homework was there from exam questions. What happened? Wednesday. Why? He has made the format. 1 more minute, do it fast, then I'll start. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Debtors as on January 2014. Remember we are making direct account or opposite account? Opposite. Himanshi, 1,20,000 debit. Debtors account, general ledger adjustment level direct. No credit side. Debtors account, the debit balance would come on debit side, but we are making general ledger adjustment account, so debit balance will come on credit side, and credit balance will come on debit side. Did everyone understand this? Remember, we are making opposite account. If we are making direct account, see from direct accounts point of view. Okay, 1,20,000 debit balance will come on credit side in the opposite account. Credit balance 1,800 will come on debit side in the opposite account. Completed? Now same way, tell me, Mehta, creditors balance on 1st January 2014, 1,200 debit. Yes, correct. 1,200 debit balance we will write on credit side. There is an opposite account, so debit balance will come on credit side, and credit balance 90,000 will come on debit side. Did you understand this, everyone? Should I proceed further?
No.
Now again, first of all, amounts. Sales including cash 36 is 1,50,000. Then cash paid to suppliers is make it 51,000. Make a line up till there. Then cash received from customers, make a line up to 84,600. Bills payable accepted, make a line up to 12,000. Bills payable withdrawal, make a line up to 3,000. Interest on bills receivable, bills payable, make a line up to 120. Now, tell me first of all, purchases including cash 24,000. So how much would be credit? 72 minus 24, 48,000. Harshita, purchase to? That is for 24,000. And for credit purchase 48,000. Balance amount is credit purchase. Creditors to purchase. No goods comes in, debit what comes in, purchase account debit. Creditors are the giver, credit the giver to creditors account. Where will be right? We have to see from which account point of view? Opposite. Purchase account debit to creditors. So you will see from the point of view of purchase account. Purchase account means in general ledger you will write down debit side. Now if we give this heading and write down credit purchases 72,000 minus 24,000, 48,000. Did everyone understand this? Completed everyone? See, sales including cash 36,000, 1,50,000. And what amount? 150 minus 36. Okay, 36,000 cash sales will not be recorded here. Where will we record? Yes, debtors, two sales. Two sales means in general ledger adjustment account or credit side. Give this heading and write down credit sales. 1,50,000 minus 36,000, so 1,14,000. Understood this, everyone? Understood this? No good. Cash paid to suppliers in full settlement of claim of 54,000, 51,000. Creditors to cash to discount. Against 54 we are paying 51, so 3,000 is discount. Creditors to cash to discount. Where will be right? Yes, to cash to discount means we'll write it on credit side. Give this one time heading and write cash paid 51,000, discount received 3,000. Is everyone able to understand this? Okay, creditors to cash to discount. To cash to discount means in general ledger on credit side, cash paid 51 and discount received 3,000. Is everyone clear with this? The way cash received from customers in full settlement of claim of 90,000, 84,600. Yes, 1,14,000. Cash received from debtors in full settlement of 90,000, 84,600. Previous question also we did that. Cash account debit, discount account debit to debtors. Okay, cash and discount will always come on the same side. So cash debit 84,600, discount is an expense, so discount debit 5,400 to debtors. When will we write? Udhar it can be debit or credit? No either. Yes, cash and discount debit. So we will see from cash and discount point of view. Debit side give this headache. And write down cash received. How much of cash is received? 54? 84,600. And discount allowed is 5,400. In bracket you will show 90,000 minus 84,600. Is everyone clear with this? Next. Bills payable accepted, underline including renewals. You remember this important point I discussed in the last lecture? Including renewals means in renewals the third hidden entry will come or not come? Not come, because in bills payable renewals are already included. So for bills payable accepted 12,000. So Sharma, bills payable accepted 12,000. Creditors to bills payable. Effect to bills payable means in general ledger we will write it on credit side. Bills payable accepted. The amount is 12,000. In bracket mention including renewal. So that hidden entry will not come. Okay, including renewal, so that hidden entry will not come. Now bills payable withdrawn upon renewal 3,000. Kaval? Bills payable withdrawn upon renewal 3,000. Correct, we have to cancel the bills. For cancellation, what is the entry? Bills payable account debit to creditors. Where will we write? In general ledger debit side. Bills payable account debit means in general ledger on credit side. Bills payable withdrawn on renewal 3,000. Did everyone understand this? Then we have the interest on bills payable renewed 120. What is the journal entry for interest on bills payable renewed 120? Go on. Interest to creditors. That interest is our expense. We have to pay to creditors on bills payable. So interest to creditors. Interest account debit means in general ledger on debit side. Interest on bills payable renewed. Interest on bills payable renewed 120. Now normally we used to pass one more entry, here will not pass. After this two entries we used to pass one more entry, creditors to bills payable 3120 on the opposite side. But that will not come because this 3120 is already included in 12,000. Here it is written including renewals. Means that this 12,3120 is already included. So that third entry, which is a hidden entry, will not come. Now bills receivable received 18,000 per penalty record. Yes, bills receivable to debtors. Bills receivable debit means in general ledger on debit side. Bills receivable received. What is the amount? 18,000. Understood that everyone? Then bills receivable endorsed 4,800. So Drupal bills receivable endorsed 4,800. Yes, creditors two bills receivable. Two bills receivable means in general ledger adjustment account on credit side bills endorsed. In general ledger on credit side bills endorsed 4,800. Understood that everyone? Then bills receivable, bills received as endorsed dishonored. Just like the previous question we discussed, endorsed bill dishonored will affect both the accounts. What is the first entry? Bills receivable to creditors. First we'll reverse this. Bills endorsed dishonored 1,800 is the amount. And then second entry we will give it back to debtors. So debtors two bills receivable. Two bills receivable means credit side bills endorsed dishonored 1,800. Now bills receivable unlike discounted. What is the general entry if bills are discounted? Yes, it will not affect because the entry is back to bills receivable. Read on in the notes. Following balances will have no effect on above ledger accounts. Below that, bills receivable discounted 8,400. Journal entry note down bank account debit to bills receivable. Okay, bank account debit to bills receivable, so it doesn't affect debtors and creditors, therefore it will have no effect. Any confusion so far? Yes or no? The next. Bills receivable dishonored 2,400. Abhimanyu. Debtors two bills receivable means it come on credit side bills receivable dishonored. What is the amount? 2,400. Did everyone understand this? Interest charged on dishonored bills 180. Interest charged on dishonored bills. Anjali, Dhruvi. Yes, okay, tell me interest charged on dishonored bills. Very simple entry in one. Debtors to interest. What is that interest that we are charging? Income, credit or incomes and gains, and we are charging it from debtors. So debtors account debit, the receivable increases. So what is the entry for interest charged on dishonored bills? Debtors to interest. To interest means in debtors on credit side, interest charged 180. Any doubt in this? Then transfer from one ledger to another ledger. So transfers, just now we discussed in the previous question. 3,600 creditors to debtors. Creditors debit means in creditors we would write on debit side, but in general credit side. Transfers, there is an opposite account 3,600. To debtors means in debtors we would write on credit side, but in general ledger on debit side. Transfers 3,600. In case of this. No, it is dishonored, not withdrawn or renewal, not cancel or renewal. Hidden entry will come only if they are renewed. Renewed means the other person says, give me a new bill. Dishonored means he says, I will not pay you the money, do whatever you want. It is dishonored. In case of dishonor, that third entry will never come. In renewal, it happens that you first cancel the bill and then you renew it. Is everyone clear with that? Here, maybe he is paying full money right now. So until the word renewal is given, that third entry will never come. Is everyone clear with this? Next, return to creditors 4,200 means which returns? To creditors. Purchase returns, not from debtors. So creditors to purchase returns. Two purchase returns means in credit side 4200 and debtors balance. Now this is supposed to be debtors balance as on 31/12/14 2700 and creditors balance as on 31/12/14 6522. Now which balance is this? It has to be the opposite balance. So debtors balance make it credit in bracket. Creditors balance make it credit. Both the places write credit in bracket. Because debtors is a small amount, so we assume it's a credit balance. Opposite, advance balance. And creditors is a big amount, so we assume it's a main balance, which is credit balance. Now debtors balance credit. Normally in debtors we would write it on debit side, but in general ledger on credit side. 31/12/14 by balance carried down from 2700. And creditors credit balance in creditors we would write it on debit side. Closing balance comes on opposite side. So creditors debit side, but in general ledger on credit side. By balance carried down 6522. Now here credit total will be more. So 120, 230, 234, 235, 237, 239, 240, 200, 4300, 240, 180, 241080, 127680, 31/12/14, two balance carried down. Here also credit is more because credit balance at the end is given, which is a bigger amount. So 51, 52, 55, 67, 71, 74, 78, 143, 143, 144, 145, 022, 2102, 31/12/14, two balance